Title: The Determined Go-Getter. Once upon a time in a bustling town, there lived a man named Alex. He was known for his relentless ambition and go-getter attitude. No challenge seemed too great for him as he pursued his dreams, whether it was starting a business, climbing the corporate ladder, or taking on community projects. However, one day, he found himself in a predicament that tested not only his tenacity, but also his wisdom and resourcefulness. While hiking in the nearby mountains to clear his mind and gather inspiration for his next business idea, Alex stumbled upon a seemingly harmless path. Driven by his adventurous spirit and desire to seize the day, he ventured deeper into the woods, blissfully unaware that he was straying off the beaten track. As he wandered, he admired the beauty of nature, but soon he found himself at the edge of a steep ravine. In a moment of distraction, he slipped and fell, landing at the bottom of the ravine, his leg pinned under a rock. Panic surged through him as he realized he was trapped, alone, and miles away from help. Initially, Alex's determination kicked in. He attempted to free himself, pushing against the rock and trying to shift his weight, but the more he struggled, the more frustrated and exhausted he became. He realized that brute force wasn't going to save him. He needed a new strategy. After a few moments of despair, Alex took a deep breath. He remembered the lessons he had learned from his experiences. Sometimes the best way to solve a problem is to assess the situation and think critically. He sat back for a moment, allowing himself to calm down and assess his surroundings. First, he looked at the rock pinning his leg. It was hefty, but not immovable. He had an idea. Using his surroundings, he found a sturdy branch and fashioned a makeshift lever. With careful calculations and a lot of effort, he used the branch to shift the rock just enough to free his leg. The pain was sharp, but his resolve was sharper. Once free, Alex realized he needed to climb out of the ravine. The walls were steep, but he spotted a few handholds and footholds. He tried to ascend cautiously, using his arms and legs to push himself upward. Halfway up, he slipped again and fell back to the bottom. Frustrated but not defeated, he recalled a pivotal lesson from his business experiences. Sometimes you have to pivot to find the path forward. So, he took a moment to strategize. Instead of climbing straight up, Alex decided to traverse the side of the ravine horizontally to find a gentler incline. He moved carefully, testing each step as he navigated the rocky terrain. After a grueling effort, he finally found a sloped area that looked promising. With renewed determination, Alex climbed his way back to safety. Once he reached the rim, he collapsed onto the grass, breathing heavily, but feeling a surge of accomplishment. He had escaped the trap, not just through sheer will, but by leveraging his intelligence and resilience. After his ordeal, Alex returned home with a story to tell and a lesson learned. He understood that the journey of a go-getter isn't just about charging ahead, it's also about knowing when to hold back, reflect, and adapt to the challenges life throws your way. From that day on, Alex became not only a symbol of ambition but also of wisdom. He continued to pursue his dreams, but he carried with him the knowledge that even the most determined go-getters need to be resourceful and smart in the face of adversity. And sometimes the biggest victory is not just overcoming obstacles, but learning how to navigate through them wisely. The end.